Theme tunes are so important. It's a dying art form. Hello, I'm Tom Mason, and for the next half an hour, you're going to hear theme tunes and why they're so important. Because in the landscape of 2023, theme tunes are dying. In modern TV in general, just overall from the get-go, and what I mean by modern, I do mean like 2010s. From the high rise of streaming platforms like Netflix, when Netflix implemented the skip intro button, that is when TV went, thank you, theme tunes, you've had your day, but no more, thank you, goodbye, goodbye theme tunes, goodbye. And creators, makers, and all-round entertainers said, yep, we'll join in. And a lot of programs, I mean a lot, got rid of the theme tunes and packed their bags and went straight forward to the world of like, just like the title appears, or not even that. When you watch Glee, I know you have a do Glee, and it pops up, but still isn't a theme tune. But over the last few years, theme tunes have solely disappeared to cut straight to the action. Yes, that is the reason why they do this, because of the short attention spans people have these days. We want to cut straight to the action. We want to go kapow, action. And so the quicker they can get to the action, then the smoother or faster that the episode would be, and a lot shorter the episodes will be. It's like in the world of films are becoming 3 hours and having intervals, and because they don't really have intros, they cut straight to the action and can last 3 hours. But with TV, so on the BBC, if you're going straight to the action, you go into adverts, but on the ITV and every other channel you have adverts, so having a theme tune works. So if you think of shows such as Bread,
gotta get up, gotta get out. Grab the world by the throat and shout. Gotta find it, get us a shell. Making bread out of nothing but air. Riding high, then hitting the ground. Catching a penny, but missing the pound. Doesn't matter, cause we'll soon turn it around. Soon as we get home, we make it and we take it home. And nothing's gonna break it home.
you think of gotta get up, gotta get out, rock the world by swing and show, ooh, and you think of the theme tune. That is what you first think of rather than the program itself, because theme tunes are highly important in the world of TV.
Such a clever tune. I mean, I wish I'd written it. Never have to work again. Putting on his coat and hat in less than 7 seconds flat. There were a couple of reasons why they got me. One, I was cheap. I think I got paid 250 quid for doing it, which was quite a lot of money. And the other one was that I could do all the backing vocals as well. I remember when it sold its 1 millionth DVD thinking, maybe I shouldn't have got just the one payment for doing that. But I've also reconciled the fact that actually then I got somebody else.
He's always on the scene.
Fireman Sam and his engine's bright and clean. Fireman Sam, Sam o bont a bandi, arw rhaid pentre bach ni.
When you think of a TV show, for a lot of people, they go directly to the theme tune. And when the theme tune is played, back in the times where remotes weren't as widely used or remotes didn't exist, you used to be in the kitchen making a cup of tea and hear the theme tune to the programme and go, yay, my programme's on. And as you can hear it gives you a few seconds, like 30, 50 seconds to finish what you're doing, like finish getting your cup of tea out. And then you can go straight to sitting down going, here's me programme. As you just heard there, theme tunes are just so important that even bands are being formed. Like the Pound Shop Boys are a band that consist of theme tunes in a pop style. So it's like a Pet Shop Boys, go west, da 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 da, with Sooty. So it's Sooty. Everything and it's with a beat to it, which is what you just heard, and it's important, right, for a multitude of reasons why that type of music is so integral. Because theme tunes like Bob the Builder, for instance, got in the charts. And it became very important because of, I don't know, it's because it just unites everyone. So, for instance, let's give a good example. When Teletubbies first came out, and people didn't really generally understand what to think, but office parties and everyone used to belly bump each other dancing along to the theme tune, because it's like, I'm trying to think of the correct word, it's uniting people. It's saying, yes, this is a children's programme, but we can all dance and get this song into the top 10 charts of like the week or something.
And how did you get commissioned or brought on to make the theme tune to one of Scotland's greatest sitcoms, Still Game?
There was no interesting story behind this, funnily enough. We'd done the track, we'd sent it to John Peel. John Peel had played it. It then came out as a little 7-inch single on a tiny indie label, so it didn't get in the charts or anything. It didn't sell any copies. But somehow, somebody in Scotland had heard it, and we got a message saying, can we use it for this comedy programme? And it's so vague. It was so vague. I seem to remember thinking it was like for a radio show or something like that. That was the concept. So it was like a year later when it suddenly turned up on the telly that we were very excited and delighted to find out that our exact version, was premiering on TV. It was a version that had been recorded very badly as well. So all these things people tell you about audio fidelity, that things should be mixed beautifully and mastered beautifully, and everything has to be perfect for everybody to hear it. It doesn't matter. You can do a track in an hour on a cassette in 1998, and it will be broadcast on television throughout the noughties, regardless of the fact that it was recorded like on a shoestring.
But how did you come about forming the second greatest band of all time, the Pound Shop Boys?
Pound Shop Boys. My great friend and previous interviewee, I believe, Mr. Phil Fletcher, the nation's greatest puppeteer, let's all salute him. One day, he mentioned that as a kid, we're great friends, me and Phil, and he'd mentioned one day that when he was a kid, he had a Fireman Sam cassette. Fireman Sam, the Welsh animated exploits of a bumbling fireman. In a tiny village that always seems to be getting set on fire for no reason. he said he had this cassette of Five and Sam as a kid, and he always imagined what the theme tune would sound like as a proper pop song, by, for example, the Pet Shop Boys. So I said, well, why don't we do it? Well, I've got this little studio here. We can just knock it up. So I came with the backing track. He came around and sang it. We had a good laugh, and we mixed it and played it to people. It was an in joke, really. And then we forgot about it for about 3 years. And I was around his house once, and we were sort of talking about it. Remember that silly Five and Sam song we did? So we stood against his sitting room wall for 10 minutes. He filmed me. I filmed him. I went home. I made a video and put it on YouTube. And it suddenly became a massive sensation all of a sudden out of nowhere. So we decided that the Pound Shop Boys had to be a real thing. So we at that moment, we bought a green screen and a top hat, and we filmed the Pound Shop Boys. That's all you need if you want to be in the Pound Shop Boys, ladies and gentlemen. A green screen and a top hat.
Why do you reckon that theme tunes, that the art form that sadly is like dying in a rapid rate, why do you reckon they're so important?
It's sad, isn't it? It's such a frustrating thing that the idea of, I suppose, do you need a theme tune anymore? People just want to get into the action. People are either watching things on streaming and they will skip the intro anyway, or they're downloading stuff illegally, or watch it on YouTube, or they're not watching telly at all. So when there's no need for a theme tune, people don't commission theme tunes, and it's a great shame that. So it brought the nation together, didn't it? It was like a hit single, that back in the 80s. Big hit you'd all know about. All your friends would know a song. And it's the same with the theme tune. Even if it wasn't a hit, you'd all know the themes of the various TV shows, and it was something that brought you all together. And that's just it's a dead art. It's a shame. And I'd love to bring back the TV. When Hacker gets his own TV show, there will be an amazing theme tune for that, and I will write it, and it will be the greatest theme tune you've ever heard in your life. There's no messing about with that. I tell you that for 10 points.
When you think of a TV program, right? Just generally, when you think of a TV program, for instance, Doctor Who, because this year is the 60th anniversary of Doctor Who, Russell T Davies got asked by some kids that had been approached to film an interview with him for Newsround, said, "Do you prefer the Dudley Dum or the Woo-Wee?" And without theme tunes, Dilly Derbyshire wouldn't have made the Doctor Who theme tune, and we wouldn't have questions being asked like, "Do you prefer the Dudley Dum or the Woo-Wee?" And the answer was, "No, he prefers the middle eighth," which is dum da 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 da, which is what that is, and it intrigues the view when you think of let's say for instance Catweasel. You're intrigued by the theme tune and the title sequence before you've even seen the program itself, and that's another good reason to show the testament and the longevity of time. It's hard to say because theme tunes are important, and me personally, I love TV themes. Every time I make programs on my YouTube channel, Tom's Comedy Club, I try to make a theme tune, or I try to inquire about theme tunes. So when I did a sitcom called The Amazing World of Terry and Simon, which never made it past its first series, I got permission off Paul Williams, who is the New Zealand Taskmaster's assistant, to use his music, and that's what it is. So when you look at Crazy Head, I think the program was called, that used unlicensed music as the theme tune. So did Anna Plus. So it's not saying, oh, make your own. Sometimes it uses licensed music to show the best bit of the music and to show the best bit of how TV works. It's just incredible. A theme tune, it represents and gives an identity to the program. Without a theme tune, some programs wouldn't have a good enough identity. Derry Girls is a bad example of a program without a theme tune that has a good identity, because Derry Girls is all about Derry and Northern Ireland, and because of its stellar cast and amazing location, the theme tune there, whilst could have been a really good theme tune, let's say an incredible theme tune, but without the theme tune it still works as well, because when they cut to the title sequence, you have the whatever music they want playing in, which technically you could say that was the theme tune, but because it's different music each week, then it isn't really, and that music then seeps into the actual program. But a theme tune is like Bagpuss is a really good theme tune. It's like Chain Letters is a really bad example of a good theme tune. Not because it's not great, it's just because it's like gives you the rules of the programs. It's change your letter, do it again. That's how you play chain letters. And as you heard, that was a prime example of the Chain Letters theme tune, so I didn't have to sing it. And you can see that theme tunes are there to also help the viewers with Chain Letters. It's giving the instructions of what to do. And you think to yourself a lot, going, wow, this is incredible. You have amazing programs with amazing theme tunes, like, let's say, I've on the Engine. You wouldn't get anywhere, like Friends wouldn't be Friends without the Rembrandts. The Rembrandts are the people that made the Friends theme tune. You wouldn't be able to do the clap along. You wouldn't be able to do half the thing they do without it. Big Bang Theory could have had a shorter theme tune. Yes. But in America, theme tunes are dying. But in sitcoms, they're still living, sort of. A theme tune with lyrics has more impact on a show than a theme tune without lyrics. Because the viewers in their heads are thinking of the theme tune with the lyrics rather than the theme tune without the lyrics. So Catweasel, for instance, you don't initially think of it, but when you think around the twist, you think of the music. So for Round the Twist, it's so important that it exists, because without it, you wouldn't have a Halloween advert for Sainsbury's in the UK, because Sainsbury's used bits of it. They use the bits that goes, have you ever felt like this? Strange things happen. And you know, and it's an important thing, because without it, you wouldn't go, oh yeah, I remember Round the Twist, and then you start humming something. I can say, oh, I remember Derry Girls, but I can't hum something to give another example of what Derry Girls is. Or if someone says, I slightly know that programme, and you think to yourself, oh, that is that. But without the theme tune, you don't think about it that much, which is not annoying, but it's like, well, it's the issue. The BBC, a few years ago, I'll tell you the exact date. The BBC made a really fantastic documentary based on theme tunes, because that's why they're so important. So on the 9th of May 2015, the BBC made a very, very good 30-minute documentary where the host / presenter interviewed lots and lots of people who had gone from being composers on TV, and that's another thing, the art of composing died. And here's a quick synopsis from the show. In an age when many viewers across TV, from Netflix, iPlayer or YouTube, the need for insulating recognisable themes as a decorative call is no longer applied. Rich sets out to ask what has made those old theme tunes so memorable, but what is now a mission impossible. Have TV themes demolished? Is it important? Is it an important piece of art? Featuring some great theme tunes. Yes, I do agree. That program did have a lot of amazing theme tunes, and without amazing theme tunes, you wouldn't have half the things you have now.
Have you ever felt like this? Have strange things happen? Are you going round a twist? Have you ever felt like this? Have strange things happen? Are you going round a twist? Well, have you heard the word about the bird and the spider? It wiggled and wriggled and jiggled inside it. Well, have you ever felt like this? Have strange things happen? Are you going round a twist? Have you ever felt like this?
Now, Bad Sisters is an Apple TV Plus show that has a theme tune, right? But has a long one that has music and lyrics. So, are theme tunes important? Yes, and even more yes. Theme tunes are so important. Not just as a piece of art, but as a recognisable. With Thunderbirds, you recognise it, and it needs to be that recognisable factor. I've been your host, Mason. Thank you for listening. Bye.
Throughout this programme, I've mentioned that theme tunes are a dying breed, and it's a shame, it's a travesty, it's a shame. And now, for me personally, whenever I think of theme tunes, they always get stuck in my head of Heartbeat, Round the Twist, and all the theme tunes that will be playing during this programme, such as Wurzel Gummidge Down Under, and so many of the theme tunes that littered through this amazing programme. One day, if I get to make TV programmes such as sitcoms, dramas, whatever, for the big screen, for TV, for the BBC, for any channel, then I would complicate them with amazing and glorious and out-of-this-world theme tunes. The art of theme tunes should never die, and I'll make it in my upright most to not kill them off. Thank you to the Pound Shop Boys for letting me use their music, letting me use their Fireman Sam theme tune in this programme, and thank you to everyone that has made theme tune over the world, over the years, especially the sitcom legend that is Howard Goodhill. Without Howard Goodhill, we wouldn't get a lot of theme tunes. And when you think of programmes, when you scroll through channels, you hear them and you automatically recognise them. Without theme tunes, without TV, I would not be where I am today. So a huge thank you to every TV programme and every producer and everything in the history of TV that allowed theme tunes to exist. Without theme tunes, who knows where I would be? Without theme tunes, who knows if the Pound Shop Boys would ever exist? And who knows if careers were not formed and generated? The only negative I'll ever say about theme tunes is why are they so catchy? They get stuck in your head, and you're going, who gotta get up, da-da-da-da, da-da-da, or waking up and saying, oh, hey, living in the bubble, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and you get it stuck in your head, and you're singing it, and you have to listen to it, to get out your head. But the still game theme tune will never not be amazing. Doctor Who wouldn't be Doctor Who without the Daily Dum. Doctor Who wouldn't be where it is now without the theme tune. Daily Derbyshire wouldn't be in the job. So thank you to the people that invented TV. Radio theme tunes are as amazing, but this programme focuses on the world of TV. I might do a follow-up one day on why radio theme tunes are even more incredible, but TV theme tunes are amazing, and they should never die, and I don't want them to die. So thank you to all the composers, past, present and future. Thank you.
You've been listening to a TGM production, presented, written by Tom Mason. The theme tunes you've heard are there as fair use, a trickle to say, here's some music here's some theme tunes that you recognise that help show the point that it's important what is being done, and about why people need them, and about why things are important, and the value of that. Because not a lot of people take this seriously enough to take it. People say, oh, theme tunes aren't important, and a lot of people can't think of a theme tune to save their life, but for a majority of people, theme tunes are there to represent things. They represent happy memories. Some people have a lot of memories attached to said theme tunes. So thinking about Noddy. A lot of people have good memories of for instance, Rupert the Bear. I know someone that has, when they think of Rupert the Bear, this one, Rupert the Bear, everyone knows his name, that one. When they think of that, they get their teddy out. They have a teddy of Rupert. And it's a memory that they cherish and that they take with them. And it's something that you don't see anymore. People having memories to these things, going, I remember that. Oh, it reminds me of that time when Or I have a memory of the Doctor's theme, because when I was little, I was about to go out with my grandparents, and I thought, oh, Doctor Who is on, and sat down, and then the theme tune played, it was Doctors, and I didn't read it properly, to be fair, but that makes me think of the Doctor theme tune, so I have an affinity with that theme, because of that one event that's turned out to be a very funny event, might I add. And that's why theme tunes are so important.